the prices of foodstuff and other commodities in the market ahead of the Christmas celebration. However, they attributed the hike in prices of this commodity to sudden increase in the cost of transportation and other related matter. So joining us to look at this now and some other issues is Mr. Remi Popola, an agri expert. He joins us virtually now. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you. Now, yes, will I say compliment of the season?
Thank you. So I will say the same to you too. Compliment of the season.
Okay.
Wish you all of us well.
It's all right. So talk to us about what are the feelers like out there? I mean, we know that the food inflation is one thing that is biting hard now. Most Nigerians are lamenting the hike in the prices of commodities in the market at the moment. So talk to us about the feelers you're getting on the street there.
The feelers, the people will survive, definitely. What we are experiencing now is product of what we saw in the time past. You know, we can't harvest what we did not plant. Yes, it's a couple of security issue initially, energy cost, you know, which is on the high side, which also has something to do with transportation cost, and also labor cost too. You can't take that one out of it because cost of production has gone high. You also have some environmental issues which disrupt the season we are talking about. This one did not just happen maybe yesterday or 2 days ago, but it happened months back. Since we didn't prepare for it, we are reaping what we saw. Definitely, like I said earlier, people will survive it. The Nigerians are hard people, hard crackers. They will find a way around it, you know. And again, that what we are also a family people, even though that it might be biting hard. And remember also that this an election time, one way or the other, the politician will find a way of taking care of their people. So by and large, we know that what people are buying, but at the same time, it's a bit dull in some areas. But especially when it comes to food, people have to eat. That's true.
Well, I know you talked about some factors earlier, like security issues and all of that. But I mean, can you really separate, or can we really stop talking about the factors and the panic buying during around the Yuletide, celebrations such as Christmas and other, celebrations that you have in the year?
Well, I don't think we can stop talking about security. If I understand your question, I think it's damage. There's a disruption along the line. But if I understand your question, we can't take away security for what we are going through right now. Even though definitely you have some villages being destroyed along Kaduna and Katsina and Safara. So you find out that villagers will come out to sell their goods, and by the time they are experiencing one problem or the other, be the kidnap or be the shot at. So what do you expect? Definitely it's going to add to the problems that we are encountering. But by and large, I know that people will find a way around this, but definitely that will not take the impact of food away.
Now, I was actually going to ask you, yes, you cannot, separate, or you cannot stop talking about security issues as well. But some people have also, averred that sometimes around Yuletide like this, it's a factor also that can impact on the prices of commodities in the market. Do you agree with this?
Yes, I agree. The security issue will definitely have something to do with the price of goods. I said earlier that a place like Safara, a place like Katsina, where some of the proteins, cheap proteins can come from, how many people can say that they want to go there? But at the same time,
I don't know if you heard me correctly. I was talking about the factors, Yuletide factors, impacts on commodity prices in the market. I mean, when it's celebration time like Christmas, or you have, Salah celebration, oftentimes what you have is that generally, prices of commodity, it's been hiked. Can we also tie it around this celebration?
Yes, definitely. The prices of goods, and again, don't forget that that's the time that farmers recoup their money, they recoup their investments. All the losses they make during the year, they have to recoup it. That's where they recoup it. Then the demand will go high. It's always high during this time. Like I said, to one time or the other, that look, an average Nigerian want to celebrate that world. He has survived this year. That this is December. At Christmas time, let me celebrate God that look, God, you have taken me through from January to December. So if you have not eaten chicken or what about goat meat for the past 6 or 7 months, this is the right time for you to eat it. And then also, most of the celebrations, weddings, burials, ceremonies, they normally have it at this period. And the harvest in the church, church celebrations, family Thanksgivings, everything always jam packed around this period. Because you have a dry season, no rain, no disruption. People can come from distant places and holiday to children are also on holiday. All those things jam together. We affect prices of goods in the market. Definitely, in this time period, this Salah period or whatever, you always have something price increase around that period of time. In fact, most of farmers, you react those if you are in the protein market, you do everything possible to make sure that this is what you want to sell in December, and you raise a very good stock, very good animals, very good borrowers that when people see it in the market, they can put their money on it. So yes, price will increase during this period of time.
Generally speaking, when prices go up, demand is supposed to drop naturally. But you have said that demand will go high. Again, how do you think this will affect or impact household spending? Because if, prices should go up and demand naturally is supposed to drop, don't you think it will impact significantly on household spending this season?
I'm telling you, yes, Nigerian things become abnormal in this kind of period. Like I told you, children are lonely, they eat more. Most of celebrations is always tied to this time of the season. Celebration like wedding, celebration like family Thanksgiving, burials, church anniversaries, always tie around November, December period. And there's so many things. So because of all those things, people demand for more. And again, when you find out that people return home, people travel, people come to Lagos, during this period of time. And so therefore, you can't stop people from eating. The more the people, the more they eat. The more the time, the more they eat. And again, the more the celebration, the more they buy. So therefore, you find that our price will increase, and you expect demand to drop. But the point is that I think in Nigeria at this period of time, because we buy, buy a lot during this period. You understand what I'm saying? In fact, even if you are doing sales, you find out that it's tied towards this time. People demand and demand and demand and demand and demand and demand. Then also take note. If Nigeria face a crisis in a particular year, they won't allow it to happen in the following year. They want to get right. They want to make sure that they get something, at least to justify the fact that God has saved them through the troublesome period of the year.
So essentially, food is an essential commodity. So no matter how pricey it becomes, people will still need food. Okay. Talking about your expectation. Well, ahead of the user, recently we saw the NBS release the inflation report for the month of October which is as high as more than 21%, and food inflation is as high as 24% as well. So, and it's harvest season. How do you think the harvest season will impact significantly on the prices of commodities, even ahead of the new year? Hello, Mr. Popola. I'm not sure if Popola can still hear me, but I wanted us to wrap up on that note.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Please go ahead and let's wrap up on that note.
Yes, I can hear you. What is very important is that what we have to start changing this season, the direction of this season.
Yes.
I think our season is based on the availability of water, rain period, and all that kind of thing. We have to change the direction. The direction is that what? Let a lot of places be irrigated. If we have irrigation everywhere, you find out that we can have food all throughout the year. Then our storage system has to be improved. If you can improve that, you find out that without this harvest system, we continue to change. We will have food throughout the year. Yes, we have harvest system, but don't forget the fact that during that period of planting and towards the time of harvest, you have this flood, climate change, and all that kind of stuff. You have road disruption and all that kind of thing. So you find out that what we are talking about in terms of being harvest season now is like about between 50 and 70% of what was planted, which means that what it might not be enough for us, and so therefore a lot of people will be chasing a lot of buyers will be changing a few goods. That's what we have in this period of time. But like I said earlier, we need to start changing the direction so that we can let everywhere be irrigated. You know, if everywhere is irrigated, you find out that we can have corn be planted all throughout the year. You can have the basic food, even yam, be planted all the year, cassava all the year. So an harvest can be as every month for each different people and a different area, and so therefore we can have food surplus in our area. It's something that government and the people have to plan together. Maybe the rich individuals, we have to think and plan together and make sure that this thing can work. Because Nigerians, we buy food. The food is very, very essential, and very essential. You find out that what people will go for it. So I think that's we need to change the narration basically.
All right.
Very important.
I think we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Mr. Remy Popola. It's an agri expert. Thank you for talking to us on Business Breakfast.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, you're still watching Business Breakfast coming to you live from our studios here. We'll take a moment now. When we return, of course, we turn our attention to other important conversations. We'll be back in a moment. Please stay with us.